That's you. Okay, that's not okay. Why'd you do that? Dope! So we're just supposed to break things in?
Am I being synced?
Oh, so we don't really have to do anything, do we? Because we are the sinky, we're not the sinker this time. Oh, never mind, we have to do this. Crap. I was about to say, we don't have to do anything. Good day, good people. The final fine day for the Somnium files in the year of the Horizon United States Aviator is back. Are we ready? So, what have we learned? Because this is endgame. This is the end. There's nothing left after this. We learned that it's not... well, hold on. I want to say it's not parallel universes, it's fractal memory. But it seems like Date retains fractals from other timelines on the flowchart, which is still interesting. And I don't know if that'll be like fully explained in this game. I hope that there's a sequel. I think there was a poll. Someone commented in the last episode that there was a poll if you want to see a sequel or not. And I would absolutely love to see a sequel to this game because this was a ride. The humor was good. The tone was good. Tonality was perfect. It was a really good game. This is probably one of my favorite visual novels. I will give it that because it's very well thought through. It was a good amount of gameplay you guys have seen with all the parts that we've had, with how long the parts were too. But let's end it together. I don't know what to expect. We're gonna begin the investigation. Let's do this right here, right now. Where did we last leave off? We just gotten stunned by Saito and our actual body. So is Date just nobody? Date's just a made-up name? That kind of makes sense now that I think about it. Date might be 89's real name now that I think. No, it's Falco. No, that was just a code name too. Date might be Falco's real name. Interesting.
You're awake.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it!
And strapped
I don't
down.
think you can release yourself.
Oh, I was about to get gone in this storyline
Well, do
too.
something about it.
What is it you expect me to do?
Calculate something.
Come out of my eye socket and get this off of me.
I cannot.
Why not?
My body has short-circuited.
Oh,
It must have been the electric currents from earlier.
Gah.
that's
But
true.
fortunately, my communication functions are still operational.
So call
I
everybody.
attempted to reach HQ and Abyss personnel for support.
And?
No response.
I was gonna say, aren't we like #1
They
suspect?
ignored you?
There must be pressure from the higher-ups, likely a result of Congressman Tsujima's interference.
He thinks I'm investigating Monika's case.
No.
That is not the only reason.
What do you mean?
So Tsujima holds a personal grudge against you. He wants you dead.
Against... He doesn't know the swap happened either.
That is likely why Pewter is attempting to delete my data.
Are you okay?
For now.
Oh.
If they breach my final layer of ice, they will destroy me. I would cease to exist.
Dang. Just so show Pewter, oh god, that's a gun.
You're Saito Tsujima.
Oh, so you figured it out.
Yes.
Renju's body on the ground.
Where is that? Oh, it's over there. Hello.
Without his
How do you
left
do-
eye. You were inside Renju, weren't you? Until just now?
Yep.
You used the machine to exchange minds, then got rid of his body.
Close, but you're a little off. I didn't get rid of the body. He died of natural causes.
That's fair.
But what interests me more is you. How do you know you can use the sync machine to exchange minds?
I've been all over the place.
The way you're talking makes me think you know why I took out his left eye.
I do. I figured that. I think I figured that out by myself. I did that before they explained it to me. I'm a good boy. But how? How do I know that? And why do I know that? Why do I know about Saito, the prototype sync machine, changing personalities?
The current. Did it unlock your memories?
The current?
Then tell me, this body was originally...
Mine.
Mine.
That means your body...
Is yours.
This is your body, isn't it, Saito?
Yes. The words came out easily. I figured this part out too, I just didn't know it was a triple swap. I almost feel like I said it was a triple swap, and I was like, I don't know who the third would have been. And I was like, maybe it was Shoko all along, but it wasn't. In a moment of harsh realization, I knew. 89's body is mine, and my body is Saito's.
Well, if you know that much, then this should be easy.
Sure.
Give me back my body.
There's Renju's body. Renju, I don't believe it. I do. I'm surprised it took this long. This man's was dying the whole time. I mean, it's chemical. But doesn't have time to waste. It's storming outside. The rain is coming through here. Jeez. I guess there's a big hole in the roof. I was like, who didn't repair this place? Whose job is this? Whose job is this abandoned factory? It's abandoned. It's nobody's job. What am I talking about? Saito, what's up? Where are Iris and Hitomi? That's a good question.
Don't worry, I haven't killed them. Yet.
You will either way.
Yet?
The brain you are currently occupying has an interesting quirk.
Quirk? My Hero Academia. You got a quirk, boy!
It releases a flood of dopamine and endorphins when it kills. I thought I'd take that brain back before killing those two.
Well, then you can't
In
have
front
it.
of you, of course.
Why?
Which is why I haven't killed them yet.
You're a nut. I preferred when you were boss.
Such beautiful eyes. I was going to begin the sync, but I think I've changed my mind.
What?
I want to see you mad.
What?
But what will really set you off?
If you don't shut your mouth right now.
All right, talking it is. What should I say? Do you have any questions for me?
I might. It's early Wednesday morning. Shoko was killed last Friday. Means day 1 was day 6, and 5 days, what was Saito up to? I'll ask him. Oh, I guess this is different now that I think about it. There's a different, set of events. Well, let's start at day 1 this time. Saito explained what he did on Friday. 4 a.m., Saito began his plan against Shoko. He called, Renju to this abandoned factory, switched bodies with him. Then he got into a car accident. Sucks to suck. Karma. Am I right? After taking Renju's body, Saito killed Shoko, then brought the body back to Bloom Park. But as he explained it to me, I somehow felt as though I knew that already. But I already knew that. I didn't understand why. Felt like it was being etched into my brain. Why was Shoko's rental phone in a horse? That's a good question. That we don't have an explanation to. You want to tell me? You're just like sitting in the rain. You're gonna catch a cold. I guess it's my body.
Right. I put that there.
For what? For why?
When I was fixing Shoko's body on the horse, her phone fell out of her clothes.
Okay.
I forgot that I had given her one. I didn't want to take it with me, and I didn't want to toss it away.
Mm-hmm.
So, I decided to push it into the mouth of the horse.
Okay.
The merry-go-round horse's mouth was hollow, which allowed the phone to fall down into its body.
Sounds like poor design for the people who made that merry-go-round. Day 2! 2!
I was still in Renju's body.
Yes.
My next target was Iris.
But
If I asked her to come to the abandoned factory, I knew she would be skeptical, so I called her to Sunfish Pocket.
But that didn't happen,
I
right?
even video called her, but for some reason, she said no. This was around 5 p.m. I was still Renju, the president of Lemniscate.
Lemniscate.
I didn't think I would have any trouble getting her to trust me, but...
Date, do you remember? Saturday evening after syncing with Mizuki. Inside the Somnium, you thought you saw Iris's body, so you called her.
Oh.
The time was 4:52 p.m., right before Renju called Iris.
And we said don't go
You
anywhere.
told her.
That's why this is completely different.
Okay,
that one
don't
exchange,
go anywhere. Lock the door and stay at home.
That one exchange.
Iris
Wow.
didn't accept Saito's proposition because of your warning. If you did not warn her,
Then we'd be on the
here.
we would have been on the other path. Wow. So
I
that's
decided
what
to pick her up in Renju's car. I thought that if she saw me in person, she would trust me.
and then because of that, there was a gap and he had to go into a different
However...
and that's when
You
you
got
got
in
into
an
the accident.
accident around 6:10 p.m. and lost consciousness.
So unlucky. My plans were ruined, but my ultimate goal is still achievable. So it's all good.
So it's all good. No problem.
After the accident, my body was taken to Central Hospital. I regained consciousness just past 12 a.m. Sunday. The surgery was a success, but Renju's organs were in a horrible state.
You had to rest and heal.
But I had somewhere to be. I left the hospital, rented a car, and headed to Iris's house.
I know what happened after that.
Yeah.
You got to the Sagan household at 2 a.m. You pushed the intercom button.
He was sweating buckets and he came up to me with this begging look in his eyes. He said, "Come with me."
You got Iris to come with you, but when you tried to bring her here,
She ran off. You got second thoughts. Or she got second thoughts, rather. She was like, maybe I don't trust Renju so much.
I got scared. I pulled my hand away and ran.
And she's fast. And you were dying.
Oh, you know that too?
Yeah, I know everything.
But you're exactly right. I was planning to put her to sleep in the car, but I didn't have my drugs on me.
Because you were in an
The
accident.
sleeping pills were inside Renju's crushed car.
Everything. Ooh, every detail.
I was pushing my luck. My plan and my body were both in shambles. I'm sure the painkillers were affecting me as well. My mind was scrambled, and I couldn't think straight. I couldn't chase after her. I needed to sleep. I managed to make it back here and collapsed on the ground. Next thing I knew, it was the next day. I woke up around noon on Monday. Renju's body was about to expire.
So he was dying. Noon Monday. That's when you got.
By Monday, Renju's body was almost completely dead. And of course, my consciousness as well. That's when I got a call from a Mr. Amanoma,
And that is.
the man you call Pewter.
Yes. You know the story after that. That's how we got 89. Who was actually.
Boss told me that number 89 was coming. Then, Renju asked, "Is there any way we can let number 89 escape?"
So Peter came up with a plan to help 89 escape. Rohan, yes, as 89 got into the car with Saito as Renju and fled from the police. Why did you want 89 to escape? So you could
When I
not
heard
die.
that number 89 was coming to Abyss HQ, I came up with a plan. Iris trusts this number 89, this body.
Oh,
I
right.
thought I could use it to get to her.
How did you know that? How did you know that? I don't know how you knew that.
And there was another reason. I planned on eventually switching bodies with you.
Yeah, it was a big old homecoming.
You and I would get our original bodies back. And after I do that, I will kill Iris and Hitomi
And me?
in front of you while you're in this body. A rather nice plan if I do say so myself.
So
That's
here's
why
my
I
dilemma.
asked Pewter to help number 89 escape.
How is he gonna... If we switch bodies... Right? That much makes sense to me. I'm tied up right now. So when we switch bodies, he'll be tied up.
I wanted this body at all costs.
What happened after you escaped with 89 in the car?
I brought Rohan, who was inside number 89's body, to the abandoned factory.
That's right.
Rohan was my partner in the Cyclops serial killings 6 years ago.
Yep, snatching eyeballs.
So naturally, we had a lot to talk about.
He was like, look at our bodies.
But I didn't have much time left. Not to sound like a broken record, but Renju's body was almost done. It was completely useless at this point. So, I put Rohan to sleep and began the sync. As a result, this happened.
Renju.
It's just
It
like
was
I told
Rohan.
you. He died of natural causes.
I believe that. About the shooting on Monday. What? Oh, right.
Just mercenaries I hired.
Figured.
After I woke up Monday, I arranged the hit. They were expensive, but I had access to Renju's bank account.
Oh.
I paid them with his money.
Mizuki needs that money. That's Mizuki money.
Of course,
How dare
my
you?
intention was only to kidnap Iris. But after I got this body, I didn't really need them anymore.
That's fair.
But they had already been paid good money, so
Like, might as well not let it go
I
to
decided
waste.
to leave the arrangements as they were. And then, Pewter. I told him about Iris and hiring the assassins. I told him he could use them for whatever he needed. And he acted on his own without consulting me.
I see. Day 5. So that's
I
how.
called
okay.
Iris about 24 hours ago. Tuesday at 1:40 a.m., I started a video chat.
And she was like, I'm going with the only one I can trust. And you weren't talking about Renju, you were talking about this man's.
Long time no see. I'm sorry to call you out of the blue like this, but I need to see you. Iris got so excited that she dropped her guard. I told her where to meet, and she agreed right away. It was all according to plan. I knew that if I looked like him, she would do anything.
Oh, man. Now that makes sense. That all makes so much sense. So she's not the biggest dummy.
I've been looking for him for 6 years.
She's just kind of a dummy. But looking for someone for 6 years and
I
they
see.
appear?
That is why Iris left Matsushita Diner.
Not because of
So
Renju.
the person she trusts most.
It's technically you.
You, Date.
Yeah.
Number 89's current body was originally yours.
After Iris got into the car, I put her to sleep.
I found my sleeping drugs.
I restrained her and called Hitomi.
And Hitomi told us the story.
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies.
I used Iris to reel in Hitomi. And you. Thanks for being so cooperative. But you did drag your feet.
We should have called, like, Mizuki if we're being completely
I was
honest.
getting tired of waiting.
And we should have called what's-his-face? Our homeboy, Moma. About Monica's murder 18 years ago.
I
That
was
you,
only
right?
12.
Yep.
But I remember it vividly.
You gonna show us what happened?
On that day, 18 years ago, I heard my dad on the phone. I'm going to see Monica. I followed him. I got into a taxi and followed my dad's car.
And this is why he
He went to
you.
the Harbor Warehouse District.
I wonder. Because we didn't hear the actual conversation. He had a sad look in his eyes. And he said stop. And And then he continued to do it. My gosh. Why?
I've only ever been happy when I was killing something. Before Monica, I would kill cats and pigeons. It was the only way I could feel happiness.
So this was the first
The only way I could feel anything.
human person that you
But
murdered.
like a drug, I eventually grew a tolerance to it. Next, I'll kill a human. That's when I found out about Monica. That woman took my dad from me, and she stole all the happiness from my house. So I chose her as a target. I was born with a brain disorder. I can't secrete oxytocin from my pituitary gland.
We know.
And I didn't have a mother. Not a real one, I mean.
Well, that's sad, but you're still a nutcase.
My mom died giving birth to me. So, naturally, my emotions toward my dad were complicated. Sometimes I think, if I didn't kill Monica, would things be different?
Yeah.
Maybe the murders 6 years ago never would have happened.
Yeah.
Me, you, Rohan. Maybe none of us would have gotten mixed up in this.
Yeah.
And maybe Shoko Nadami never would have gotten killed.
Or Renju.
Isn't destiny a curious thing? One mistake can change so many lives.
End so many lives. Go on. Gosh, Saito.
Sorry, I don't have anything else to say to you.
Then why did you tease?
Even I'm growing tired of seeing that twisted, angry face of yours. So, shall we get started? Give me my body back.
No. Alright, I guess we don't have a choice. What was that? Oh, it puts you to sleep. I assume that's what the actual sync machine does too.
What a strange fake eye. Oh well.
Please don't destroy it. Oh, thank God. Ugh. Why did you tear it out, you nutcase?
All right, it's ready.
Is it gonna be a real sync? Oh God. And we don't have Iba here with us either. Well, I guess no, she can do it remotely, so I guess we might have her here. But we're the... Huh. We're not the sinker. He's going into our mind. This is a Date sync.
This is the sync room.
Those are some smooth moves, man.
That was... Damn it, why can't I wake up? This doesn't look like footage from a surveillance camera.
Somnium scan. Mental lock 1. Backwards. Mental lock 2 is a ceiling fan. Of some sort. Maybe. Mental lock 3 is the warehouse, and that's bloody. Mental lock 4. Whatever that is. Mental lock 5 is that. Search. Kaname Date. Verify identity.
What?
That's you. Okay, that's not okay. Why'd you do that? So we're just supposed to break things in?
Am I being synced?
Oh, so we don't really have to do anything, do we? Because we are the sinky, we're not the sinker this time. Oh, never mind, we had to do things. Crap. I was about to say, we don't have to do anything. What do we have that we can... The exit is probably not the solution, so we're gonna go to the monitor.
Sync?
Oh, they're all worth nothing. Oh, I can just explore.
I can't touch it.
Well, we hit the last one, so we gotta hit... Oh, there's... Was that there last time? It was not.
What? Damn it, what is this?
We're not in control, really. This is wild. This is wild. That's me and Rohan. And that's the swap. This is just further explaining what's going on. Oh. And yeah, we've wasted no time. And we don't waste any time moving either. That's wild.
Go to the sync room, huh?
Well, never mind, I take it back. Take it all back. We're not... we definitely can waste time, apparently, because that's a whole minute. Okay. We still don't waste any time when we move, though. Sync machine the only thing we can investigate in here? We can't go back. It's the only thing here, so this seems pretty straightforward, I guess. Investigate again. That's another minute. That's me. Okay. Concealed. They all say concealed too, jeez.
Me?
Oh,
What was he doing?
We're just verifying our identities, I understand. Syncing gear? Is that once again the only thing we can do? Yes it is, alright.
Sync gear.
Investigate. Fix. Can we fix it? Press it down. Pull off. Investigate. Ouch. Hurt myself.
Again.
What? We have to watch this again? Oh, that's different. So he's walked away. What do I do now? Do I go through that door? I guess we do. That's wild.
A door? What is this? This wasn't here before.
Well, there's nothing else we can do. I'm guessing each lock is going to take us a minute. That's silence. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Not a big fan of that.
This
is the abandoned factory. Why are we back here, though? Interesting. Oh, hey, the homies. Well, I don't like that.
Help me! Help me!
I guess that is what's going to happen if we don't do something. Okay. Still, okay, well we can kind of just walk around then, because, well, there's nothing else to explore, really. Right? Sure.
Blood.
Stick your hand in there, Dante. Stick your hand. Pick up picture. Stick your hand in there, Dante. Now pick up the picture, right? Pick up the picture. Pick up the picture, Dante.
The picture.
Never mind, it sank. Is that a different picture? I guess I didn't waste any time.
Blood.
So there is a right answer. Stick your hand in there, Dante.
Damn. This.
Oh, that's not... Oh my gosh.
It's them.
This is wild. Okay. Do I have to go to him? The mirror? Am I supposed to walk over there and do the same thing? Nothing else? Okay. Okay. Mirror time.
You're.
Not me. Hit? I'm a big fan of hitting.
Damn. Nothing.
Okay.
You're.
Investigator.
It's just a mirror.
Alright, well, I guess we're not wasting any time, so this doesn't really matter too much. Knock it down.
I can't. I just can't do it.
Yeah, okay, well, that sucks. I'm glad this wasn't a real thing, because of course it would be the last thing that I select. Go, touch it.
I touched it, but nothing happened.
Is there... s-
Damn it!
What did that do? Oh, you gave him an eye. I understand.
That's it. Just a little more.
Oh gosh. This is a switching.
I'm sinking.
Holy heck.
I can't stop it.
Oh no.
What do I do?
You gotta grab onto the sink machine? Can you even make it? We only have 60 seconds left, and I'm sure the next one's gonna be 60 seconds again. That means it's waist deep. That means it's chest deep. This is it.
What is this?
And he's dragged away. He's not dragged away, he's just sinking in.
That was...
It was what? We're still us, apparently. And that's the final sync, right? Oh, that's the first one. And that's Falco. I was gonna say it shouldn't have given us the... That was dark. Huh. This is it, isn't it? That's why I didn't give us the timer getting down to the wire.
I did it! I did it! Oh, this feeling! I'm back. I got it all back!
Yes, but I bet. Short circuit this man again.
This fake eye is awful. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. I think I'll keep it.
And now we're back. That's wild. Of course he's groggy.
This prototype machine has a special function. The body I am transferring my consciousness into will receive a stimulant. The other body receives a sedative.
I see.
You will be feeling it soon. Oh, but don't worry. Like I told you earlier, my plan is to kill Iris and Hitomi in front of you. So I can't be killing you right away. You will watch them die, and then you will follow in their footsteps. You should be honored.
My body won't move. My vision was getting hazy. My consciousness was melting away. Clarity fading. I don't know what happened. I can only watch as it unfolded in front of me. The scene played out before my eyes, left me dumbfounded. It was a fragment of my memory, lost all those years ago. A piece of my past buried deep in my subconscious. So what are we about to see? We're about to actually see it all go down?
Ratty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it, poke it, fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Gosh darn it.
I win! Yay!
I just always throw out scissors. How'd I lose again?
Now you have to take the penalty.
Why are you so good at rock, paper, scissors?
Up, side to side, up, down, pinch.
You fool.
Iris, remember when you asked me what your stage name should be? How about A-Set?
A-set?
You bet. That's right. I thought of that name. This is when I taught Iris about her name. Greek and Egyptian mythology, too.
A-set. It's pretty. I love it.
You bet.
You see that flower over there? It's a very special flower that blooms in the cold. A winter iris. Just like the iris from Greek mythology.
She's the messenger goddess. And the goddess of rainbows, too.
That's right. That's why the iris means good news and hope.
You taught her that too, Date Falco?
Good news. Hey, Uncle. You met Mommy at this shrine, right?
Hmm? I guess that's technically good news and hope. I guess if he never murdered Monica, we'd never have met Hitomi either. Dang. If we had never gotten stabbed here, they would have all never brought... No, they probably still would have been brought into this. Somehow, someway.
When am I gonna hear good news from you two?
Lamau.
What?
When will Uncle be my dad?
I don't like this. I don't like the phrasing on that one. Hopefully never. Were you finna propose?
The Okonomiyaki War.
Iris drew it. She must have really enjoyed herself. She even said that she wanted to do it again soon.
Yeah, we should. We'll do it whenever she likes. Maybe even every day.
Oh, you. Every day?
Hitomi, do you want to live together? The three of us?
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
People are going to talk.
I don't care about that one bit.
Well then, hypothetically, what if Iris and I were being hunted down by a secret organization?
Yes.
Well, I'd defend you, of course.
What if they're zombies?
Zombies?
Remember when we went to that haunted house and you were clinging to my arm?
Then you'll defend him.
Because it was dark and he came out of nowhere.
Y'all are
But
nuts.
fine. I don't care if it's zombies or aliens or whatever else. I will defend you and Iris with my life.
Thank you. Well then, my answer is yes.
Hopefully it wasn't right after that yes that the shot happened.
So, you want to go clean?
It was not. It was right after.
Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing.
You would get to get all this from Dante's point of view because he is Falco.
One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
But why them?
This is...
Now I understand. I understand why Rohan wanted these two dead. Because of Monica. Sosajima asked Rohan to take Rohan found out that Hitomi knew about it. He also found out that Monica had given birth to the child. The media got a hold of it, Congress and Sosajima would be ruined. That information would no doubt lead to discovering Monica's murder, So and Saito would have been arrested immediately. And that investigation would lead straight to Rohan. But Rohan never told So about Hitomi and Iris. I don't know, maybe he decided it wasn't important enough to mention, because I feel like Sosajima would have been like, absolutely not, do not do that. He played it close to chest, need to know basis only. That way there'd be no loose ends. And that's why Rohan hired the assassin Falco, meaning me, to kill Hitomi and Iris.
You got it. I want you on this right away. If you could do it in 2, maybe 3 days, that would be great. Good luck.
Of course I couldn't go through with it. If I didn't kill them, someone else would. I was sure of it. Needed a plan. How do I get out of the organization and keep them safe? But I couldn't think of anything. I didn't know what to do. I needed advice from an old friend. Boss? Are we friends? Renju? Are we friends?
I see. I hear some pretty crazy confessions in my line of work, but this one takes the cake.
How do we know each other?
But don't worry, all right? You could have told me you were being attacked by Martians and I still would have believed you.
Truth is, Boss and I were in the same rookie class of police recruits in your 20s. We've been close ever since. Even when you became a hitman?
Can you help me?
I do have one idea.
Huh?
Have you heard of the new investigation department, Abyss?
Yes.
I was put in command there.
This was all your plan?
The sync machine is normally used to look inside someone's head, but it does have another function. You can technically use it to swap bodies.
Swap bodies?
Right. So if we use that...
What do you mean?
I mean, switch bodies with Rohan. The new you will be Rohan, chairman of the Kumakuras. Then you can send out an order. No one lays a finger on Hitomi and Iris.
And then swap back?
What about Rohan? Won't he be in my body?
Just get rid of it, I guess.
Get rid of it?
You can take this opportunity to get rid of Falco once and for all. No one will know what really happened. No one will ever find out that a police officer was moonlighting as an assassin. It's two birds with one stone, right?
You made a good point. I had no reservations about giving up my body. Soaked in so much blood over the years. I was almost glad to be rid of it. But I did have a single regret. With my body switched, I couldn't show myself to Hitomi or Iris. I would never be able to see them again. But I didn't care, as long as they were safe.
All right. Leave everything to me. Hayato Yagyu.
Hayato Hagyahu. Is that my actual name? Finally. Jeez, I don't even remember what it is. But everything did not go according to plan.
Boss, how did you bring in Rohan Kumakura?
I made up some charges and had the cops take him in.
Is that okay?
Sure.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because he's about to switch bodies.
Does that mean that the Falco who was with Hitomi...
All right. Rohan has been put to sleep. He will not be waking up for a while.
Hush.
Remember, to get your consciousness to fully transfer.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Stay in Somnium for more than 6 minutes. Right.
We're counting on you.
Let us begin. 3, 2, 1.
That's wild. So is this how you discovered
Stop!
the Cyclops killings?
Please! Please. Help me. Help me.
But they got to see that too.
You're...
It's me.
Rohan?
Did you forget your own idea?
Does that mean...
I'm Hayato Yagyu.
Hayato... Yeah, you...
Switch worked.
It's Falco.
And there's been a breakthrough in the case.
I know. You don't have to say it.
Regarding the Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
How did you know?
We can monitor what happens in the Somnium from this room.
Boss and Peter explained. There wasn't just one Cyclops killer, there were two. One was Rohan and the other one's Saiso Sajima. The sync revealed everything.
We should ask him about it.
Good idea. When Rohan wakes up, we'll interrogate him.
And that's why we didn't just get rid of him.
Huh?
So the person who shot Hitomi was not Rohan. It was us in Rohan's body.
What?
Because he was trying
Peter,
to...
where is he?
He was trying to kill...
How would I know?
This is bad.
He was trying to kill, Falco. He was trying to kill Rohan in Falco's body. But he shot Hitomi because she stepped in the way. Wow. That's the truth behind that.
Hey, which way did Rohan go?
Huh? Rohan's standing right there.
No, this isn't Rohan!
Yagyu! Where is Yagyu? Where did he go?
Oh, him. He just left.
What?
Why didn't you stop him?
What do you mean? He's a detective. He said he wanted to leave, so I opened the door.
He's not wrong.
Did I do something wrong?
No, don't tell me.
We gotta go. I shot out of the room like a bullet. I had a bad feeling. An awful, terrible feeling down to the bones. I knew where he was headed. I ran to the parking lot, got into a car. Floored it! Floored it!
Oh, hello. What are you doing here at this hour?
Such beautiful eyes.
Oh gosh.
Oh, stop. You're always flattering me. Anyway, come on in.
Oh gosh.
I'll make us some tea.
You bastard!
That's the truth of what happened.
No! Stop!
That's something I could not have foreseen. That's so much sadder than what it actually was.
Stop right there!
And that's why Boss was involved in this one. That makes so much more sense. You guys do a triple dip, don't you? She recovered. Hitomi had to endure a long, complicated surgery, but she survived. Came at a price. She was left with a permanent injury. All use of that right hand. Thanks to the bullet I fired from my own gun. Said nothing. I got up, left the hospital. I left all my memories with her. Yo. This game is nuts! That night, I visited the Kumakura building and called them all together.
Everyone, listen up.
As Falco.
Tomi Sagan and her daughter Iris are untouchable from this day forward. If any of you lay a single finger on them, You don't want to know what'll happen to you. Are we clear?
Yes, sir!
Makes sense. He was still able to put forth that order. Man. Then you went to So's mansion by boss's request.
Meet with Saito. Figure out the truth behind the Cyclops murders.
Because
As long as you're like that, I think he'll be more open with you.
It's true. So I went to the Sejima residence. When I got there, I said, I want to meet with Saito in the intercom, and after a while, the gates opened and Saito himself welcomed me. And Saito being Date, or Date's body. Well, it's Saito's body, let's be honest. Saito. Hello, old friend.
What is it you want to talk about?
About us.
How long has it been since we last met?
That's an odd question.
Humor me.
The first time we met was when I killed Monica. And my father asked you to deal with the body. But we didn't so much as see each other for 12 years after that.
That's right.
Why are you asking me this?
What was the next time we met?
About half a year ago.
And what did I tell you then?
You don't remember?
Remind me.
I remember you showed up rather suddenly. You really want to kill people? I'll find you targets. Just let me keep the eyes. Then we both get what we want. We'll make good partners.
Yeah. I'm not gonna ask them why. We already know why. That's my idea.
That was your idea.
Exactly.
I don't understand why you're asking me.
My idea, was it?
Yes. You told me that you suffer from hemispatial neglect. That you can't recognize the right half of your vision. You always eat the left half of your meals and all that. The same is true of the faces of those you've killed. You can't recognize faces out of your right eye, which means you can only see the right half of their faces.
I don't know if that's quite how it works, but okay.
And that's why you pull their right eye.
You can see everybody's face with one eye.
That's what you told me anyway.
Oh, I mean, if it's a brain thing, maybe you can. Next target.
Do you have someone in mind?
Let me think. What'll it be? The fifth murder? The fifth Cyclops killer victim?
Hold on. Could you not refer to us like that?
Why not?
I told you, it's very old-fashioned.
But that's our name.
A name you decided. You even sent that letter without my permission.
Hey, well...
You said it would throw off their investigation. I don't know how effective it was.
So there's no relation to Greek mythology?
What? Don't ask me. You're the one who came up with it.
I got it done.
Hey, Saito. Could you come with me for a bit?
Where are we going?
There's a place I want to take you.
Really? Is it perhaps the police station?
Yes. Suddenly, bodyguards rushed from inside the mansion. They surrounded me before I could react.
What are you doing?
You aren't the real Rohan Kumakura.
Who am I?
I could tell as soon as you opened your mouth. Let's get a change of scenery. Fortunately for you, I am interested in hearing you talk.
And this is why the other thing happened. I guess.
Mr. Kumakura showed me this place. So it's fitting that this is where you die. What a wonderful feeling. The truth serum is working beautifully. Wow. I see. I see.
So we told him.
You got into that body with the sync machine. Fascinating. I'm intrigued. I want to see it for myself. The prototype sync machine. Where is it? Chiba? You there. Why don't you go and fetch it for me? Don't worry. I'll pay whatever it costs.
Interesting. So he was about to, well, he was gonna kill us being Saito. Being Rohan. Jeez. That man was always a nut. A few days later.
Well, it looks like preparations are complete. Let's say you and I get started.
Did you rip it out or keep it in? Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with you. You're a nutcase. That's what's wrong with you, of course. Of course.
All right, let's go.
What happened? That wasn't 6 minutes. Then he ran off. And he was stuck in that box.
What are you doing? Follow him!
Something happened. Something weird happened that time. Because it only lasted a few seconds, not a full 6 minutes. I guess it was just a prototype. It must have done it wrong. My memories after that were lost in a violent haze. Was forcibly disconnected during the sync. Sato's mind overwhelmed me. Only my consciousness was sent over. That's what I thought. Just the consciousness swap. That's what I figured happened the whole time, but it was full swaps after that. My memories were left behind in my original brain. I thought I might have some of Saito's memories to cling to, but I never picked them up. Because they were never mine to hold. Felt like reality itself was disappearing. I was confused and lost. Like suffering from a permanent hallucination. I feel myself beneath my feet, walking under the city lights. Then it's boss. When I regained my faculties, I found that I was in the Golden Yokocho. My wandering with no destination in mind was interrupted by a woman, Boss, who somehow figured everything out.
You're Saito Sejima? I guess not.
Huh?
Sorry, I just had a feeling. I heard that the prototype machine was stolen, so we lost communication for a whole week.
Who are you?
Just as I thought.
Interesting, so she figured it out.
Alright, from now on, think of me as your boss.
Boss?
That's right. That's what you'll call me.
Boss.
Come with me, to where you belong.
To Abyss. And that's how it all began. Or ended, before it began again. And then Pewter gave me an eye.
I managed to make a new family register for you.
Nice.
From today on, you have a new name and a new life. As a member of Abyss, the team I run.
You want me to be a police officer?
You were a policeman before, remember?
No.
You've already passed the exams. There shouldn't be a problem.
Nice.
But the new me didn't pass.
That's fine, trust me. It won't be a problem. That congressman knows how to pull strings.
Who?
No one, never mind.
Does so know?
So what's my new name?
Kaname Date. I hope you like it.
Kaname Date.
Yep. Nice to meet you, Date.
Not bad. It's wild. This was absolutely wild. I just figured it all happened at Abyss, but no. 1 year later, I was called into the control room and Peter had something to show me.
The official title is AI Ball. You may call her Aiba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous.
Miraculous. Stupendous.
Special Agent Date, from today forward, this is your partner. She will be your personal computer and your personal companion.
Cool, right? And that's everything. Wow.
How are you feeling? Your head clearing up?
I forgot that we were in this situation.
I've been waiting. I really want you to enjoy this show. I need you to see it clearly. Awake. Looking at it.
Oh, no, that's Renju. That's fine. I don't see my homies anywhere, so that's fine. What happened after we exchanged minds? Yeah, what happened to you? You didn't have.
What are
any
you
of your
doing?
memories.
Follow him!
After the sink 6 years ago, I became a parasite in Rohan's body. But I was broken. The sink only sent data to my brain piece by piece. But that error did allow me to escape prison.
No! Stop!
And you remembered all of this.
It was Rohan who was accused of injuring Hitomi.
Oh.
Naturally, I went to trial, being the one inside Rohan's body for a violation of firearms law and attempted murder. However...
Prosecution tried to get him on premeditated murder, but it was determined that he was insane at the time. Anyway, they decided to keep him in a special hospital.
And that's how you escaped from prison, because you never went. What was Falco's real name?
You would know more about that than me. Or do you not remember?
No, I remember. We know.
You've been using other men's names for so long you don't even know your own.
It's Yagyu. Hayato Yagyu.
Yes, that's right. You're a Japanese native who worked as a police officer.
See, we're from Japan. We know everything about us now.
Imagine a police officer being a serial killer.
No,
I
I'm a
don't think
hitman.
the public would react kindly to that if they found out. Heads would roll. Departments would fold. There would be shameful suicides.
Yeah, well.
So your superiors decided that erasing every record of your existence was the preferable option.
That's good.
Hayato Yagyu ceased to exist. And Falco, the anonymous assassin, was sent to prison, where he was known as Number 89. Fitting for a man with no name.
About the personality exchange.
Stop right there!
Yeah, he went to jail. Poor Rohan, I guess.
"6 years ago, Rohan, in Falco's body, visited Hitomi's house and tried to kill her, but that didn't go very well. He was arrested by the police. He was sent to trial and sentenced to life in prison. It only makes sense.
Everyone got so lucky, and by everyone I mean
Falco was an
Hitomi.
assassin responsible for countless murders. The title assassin makes it sound so clean and professional, doesn't it?
It does.
But he was a murderer. A serial killer.
But only by order.
Life in prison was a light sentence as far as I'm concerned.
That's also kind of fair.
You deserved far worse. Consider yourself lucky.
Thank you. I really don't like your smile. Counterattack. How? Saito's off guard. Might be able to make a move. Tried to sweep Saito's feet, but then... You won't kill me.
You have a choice. Iris and Hitomi. Die before these two or after. I would of course prefer that you choose the latter. It would be quite a lonely affair with no one watching. So, what do you want to do? I'll give you to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
My mans!
No, wait!
Good job. Let's go, Momo.
Damn.
We have backup, thank God. How did he know? Maybe Boss explained to everyone what's going on.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. But are you really Dante?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you know?
Yeah, someone called Aiba told me about it.
Let's go, Aiba.
It was weird. It was kind of like eavesdropping.
Aiba?
Where is she? I don't see her anywhere.
She's inside of...
Inside his left eye socket. What's wrong?
Sorry, but bastard got me.
Momo, no.
Take this. Do it! Tessa and her mom are in danger, right?
Yeah.
Please, save them.
I hope Momo survives. Give him a firm nod and gripped it. After following after... Momo, you're a real one. Never forget. So we saw Mizuki and Oda as potential backup. Gosh, I hope Momo's alive. That would be the truest tragic death. Okay. That's not okay at all. That's bad. That's
Iris.
very much bad. I can't hear you.
Date, do you like fireworks?
No?
I love them. A brilliant, glimmering fragment of time. The flash begins as a perfectly ordered chemical reaction that melts into chaos. Human lives are the same, are they not? As is the universe itself.
Stop.
Damn it! I can't get him in my sights, and I can't get any help from Aiba.
Blooming, scattering in the moment. And it's only a single moment, isn't it?
Please no.
A unique moment that you can never revisit. That's what makes life beautiful. Don't you think so?
Should I just risk it? But if I miss, I'll hit Iris.
But I've spoken enough. It's showtime. I will show you the most beautiful fireworks you've ever seen. The scattering of the cerebral plasma, the splattering blood. It's art. Perfect, beautiful art of a lonely moment in time. Don't blink. I want this to burn into your retinas. Well, the one you have left.
This is bad.
Damn it! What do I do? What do I do?
We can't shoot. I mean, I know we're a good shot, but we were a good shot in Date's body.
Toya!
Mizuki!
Let's go!
You bastard! What do you think you're doing to Iris?
Tessa! I'm here to help!
Good job. And Iris is fast. No, that's a problem.
Wait, Mizuki!
Oh, that man's gotta go. This man still has a gun. The freaking headbutt. The uppercut of a lifetime. That man's just out cold. Gosh. Okay, so hopefully Iris is safe. Right? Oh, you better be fast with this untying. Gosh, is Mizuki okay? I hope Mizuki's okay too now. Jeez. Everyone's getting hurt.
Did you find him?
No, I can't find him anywhere.
That's not okay.
Hell is he?
Probably with Hitomi then. Hey, let's explain. You okay?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Go save my mom.
You okay? How's your foot? It's your leg.
I'm fine. This is nothing.
Okay.
Stop worrying about me and go get that guy.
I can't. I literally cannot go until I check on all of you. How are you, Oda? When did you get here?
Some girl named Aiba told me to come.
Oh, that's my eye.
I heard everything.
Good job.
About the mind swapping, too.
Alright, great.
I heard it too.
How did you hear it?
From Saito.
Oh, okay.
Uncle, it's really you, right?
Yes. Alright, now I'm gonna get out of here. Came to help?
Yeah, of course. If I didn't come, who would?
Oh, but don't flatter yourself, Date.
No, shut
we
up.
didn't come here for you. We're here to save Iris and Hitomi.
Right. Got it.
Okay. Oda's looking at me. Iris is holding up Mizuki. Need to find Saito. Mizuki has something else to do. Where's... I don't know where he is. Oh, never mind. He's up there. That's not okay. Hey.
That's...
Date!
Hitomi?
Hitomi!
I sprinted as fast as I could, rushing up the stairs, step after step. When I reached the top floor, the sight I will never see greeted my eye. Will never unsee. It's a sight I'm gonna see, apparently. Please don't tell me it's about to be death and a half. Because that man's like to take his time in monologue, so I hope he does it again. But is Momo okay?
Damn it!
Mom! Iris!
It seems I have an even bigger audience now. That's fine. Having more spectators will be a treat for us all. You all want to see, don't you? The fireworks?
No.
Oh, am I wrong?
Yes.
So you don't want to see the fireworks? Fine.
No.
Let's do this then. Date, drop your weapon. I promise I'll put the fireworks on hold. I'll even release this woman.
He's lying, Date!
Don't do it!
Throw down your gun, Date. Ah, I see. You don't intend to take me up on my generous proposal?
No.
Date!
You want to shoot me, is that it? Then
Yes.
do it. But you only get one shot. You have to kill me with one bullet. If you don't, the fireworks show will begin in earnest. And I will blow this woman's brains into the sky. What will it be, Date? What will you do?
No. No.
Well done. However, you aren't out of the woods yet. You have to throw your gun down, remember? You have 1 minute. If that weapon is still in your hands, I'll start the fireworks. And one more thing. If any of you move, I'll skip down to 0. Let's begin. Ready? 59.
Date, look!
Look at what?
It's that girl I told you about!
Hey!
Aiba.
Let's go.
Date, I do not have much time. Listen carefully. As I mentioned previously, I cannot escape this body. The surge of electricity shorted out my circuits.
Right.
I cannot administer a paralyzing electric shock either.
Okay, well that sucks. That's what I was banking on.
There is another option.
Huh?
Self-destruct.
Oh no. I forgot all about
Let us
this.
determine a code number. Command 41205. If you issue this command, I will detonate.
I even wrote that down, didn't I?
No, that's still too dangerous. The number will be the first lock. If I give you the second command within 1 minute of the...
What is the second command?
How about I tell
How about if I tell a lie?
A lie?
Something that's not the truth. If I say something untrue, I want you to regard it as the second command.
Is your data stored in the cloud?
Unfortunately, that data has all been deleted. I'm using only local data.
Then, if your body is destroyed...
Correct. I will be destroyed as well.
10, 9.
Oh no.
Say it, Date.
6, 5,
Date, command!
2, 1.
Okay.
You are even more of an idiot than I thought. Do I look like the kind of man who keeps his promises?
No, we know that you aren't. From the other timeline.
Now you get to see 5 fireworks. If you didn't drop your gun, it would have only been 1.
Yeah.
You understand? After I dispose of this woman, I will pop their heads as well.
Oh no, we know what's gonna happen now. It's just
I
a sad
can't believe
firework.
you did that. Fortunately for you, you won't have long to regret it. Yes. Yes. The burning in your eye. I see it now.
This is sad.
Watch. Eyes open. Watch this woman die. See her brain burn like fireworks.
Iba, can you hear me?
Yes,
We don't have a choice.
I know.
Command 41205.
Okay, Date.
I...
Oh man. This isn't okay. It's not okay, you guys. Oh. Why is this getting me so hard? Oof.
I hate you, Iba. I hate you, and I never want to see you again.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
Be seeing you.
Oh God. That hurt. That really hurt. Gosh darn it. Hey, they got me. They got me. That got me. Gosh. We've suffered a great loss. Great loss, you guys.
Has Iba always been in your left eye?
As long as you've known me, yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
I thought you'd be jealous.
Huh?
Thank you so much, Uncle.
No, don't thank me. Thank my partner.
Mr. Falco. It is you, Falco. right?
Oh, Moma's alive. That's something. That's okay.
You shouldn't call me that. I am Kaname Date, MPD, Special Investigation Team Abyss. Sinker.
Ooh. I am hurting. That was the worst. But this is the worst storyline. I take it back. Forget the one where everyone died. This is the worst one. At least Iba was alive in that storyline, right? Right, you guys. I'm disheartened. Three months later, jeez. Oh, this is it. The shrine. 3 months later. Oh, that's nice. You were
Uncle,
alive.
your left eye.
Oh, this? It's just a prosthetic. It doesn't bother me.
Oh, good.
What's good? How are you?
As you can see, I'm great. Hop, hop, kangaroo goes hop.
I'm glad the surgery went well.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, the nanomachines went pew pew and bzz bzz and got rid of all the tumors. At least, that's what I think they sound like. I don't know, they're small. Anyway, everything is fine now.
You're
The
adorable.
doctor even said I can dance again.
That's the most important thing.
All thanks to the boss.
That's
She
right,
paid for the
boss.
treatment. Can you believe it?
It's not exactly true. Boss didn't pay out of her pocket. It was a confidential transfer of funds from the main office. Iris knows everything about the original and new Cyclops serial killings now. Not just her, Hitomi, Mizuki, Oda, Moma, they all know. The higher-ups were willing to do anything to keep her from getting out. So in return for her silence, they agreed to pay for Iris's treatment.
Maybe I owe it to the shrine.
No,
I feel like I ate the fruit of immortality.
even when you did in the dream space, you'd still
In
die.
a dream somewhere.
You did.
Then I guess you're immortal, huh?
We'll see 50 years from now.
Lamau. You like this appearance?
The way you are now is more familiar for me anyway, so... My old uncle is back, you know?
Yeah.
Besides, I don't care what you look like. You're always uncle to me. Isn't that how it should be? To judge by our hearts and not by our appearance?
This game is really trying to keep
So
getting
I'm
me.
really that ugly, huh?
No. It's a rugged kind of handsome.
Get out of here. Why did you want to come back
Because
here?
of the memories.
Yeah, well, you spent a lot of time with both me's here.
I wanted to come here with Uncle again.
Ratty cake, baker's man.
Stop.
Bake me a cake as fast as you can.
This game needs to stop reliving my grandest loss of all time.
Fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
She cheated. I don't know how, but she did.
I win! Yay!
By cheating. I don't know how you did it, Iris, but you did it.
By the way, I still don't have the answer to my question.
Which is?
What question?
Oh, when am I going to be able to call you?
When am I gonna hear good news from you two? When will Uncle be my dad?
Well, you know, some time happened, some time passed. Turned away without answering. Stared out into the distance and something caught my eye. Winter irises in full bloom.
Well, let's get going.
Yeah, we still have a lot of people to see.
Yesterday, Iris was... Oh, she was just discharged. That's nice. She wanted to see everyone who visited her. But she's a little embarrassed to go by herself, so I promised I'd take her.
We also have to get home.
Hmm?
Shovel Forge.
If you try it, I'm leaving.
It's the same, Date. We're fine.
I'm kidding. But we do have a date, don't we?
No.
The date we had 3 months ago isn't over yet.
What?
So let's go!
Jeez Louise. I guess this is like an epilogue. We'll see what everybody's doing now. I hope the Manchester Diner is open. Hope they got some business. That's what I want the most, if I'm being completely honest. Gosh, Iba being gone really still hurts, I won't lie.
I'm glad you finally got out of that hospital.
Thanks, boss.
Where's Peter? Is he in jail? Answer my questions. What's good? How are you?
Why are you asking? You see me every day.
Are you gonna go to the club later?
Interested? But you're still a bit too young. I'll take you when you're older. Promise.
Oh. Boss is great. I won't lie. Still my favorite character.
Boss, I gotta ask.
Next to Oda's dad.
Why didn't you tell me about what happened 6 years ago?
It's a good question.
Well, when Shoko's corpse was found, I didn't think it had anything to do with the Cyclops killer. I thought the culprit was Rohan Kumakura, remember? And he committed suicide a year before.
Right, you didn't have any of the
I never
actual
thought
information
that he was
either.
swapping bodies. And the other person responsible for the original Cyclops serial killings was locked up in Fuchu, making it impossible for Saito or Rohan to be involved. So, I didn't tell you. Besides, the sync machine being used to swap bodies is a national secret. I was ordered to never reveal that information to anyone under any circumstances.
So that's why you kept me in the dark?
Yeah.
It's okay. About Iba. Can you get her
Still
back?
thinking about her, huh?
No, not exactly.
Well, doesn't surprise me. You two were
Partners.
great partners.
For like 4 years, 5 years. This game needs to stop. Stop playing around.
I want to ask you something. 3 months ago, when we exchanged our final words, I look like I do now. I wasn't in Date's body, but Iba still obeyed me.
Because you knew what happened.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
Gosh. That scene really gets me.
You're underestimating the Wadjet system.
Huh?
Iba was no ordinary AI. She was human in so many ways, including the ability to see and think beyond the physical. She didn't need your voice or iris authentication or anything like that.
She knew you.
She knew the real you, and regarded you as her master. That's why she followed your command. Despite looking completely different. I think, maybe, she knew your soul, Date. By the way, Date, I have a gift for you.
A gift?
Close your eyes.
And as I was told, closing my eyes. When suddenly...
Don't worry, it's just some knockout gas.
What?
You're going to experience something incredible.
Well, okay,
That's
boss.
my present to you.
Why?
Shh. Sweet dreams, Date.
You what?
This is the sync room.
What?
Computer?
Are you not in jail? Did you sync with me? How could
I
you?
did not. But I did use the sync chair.
For what?
Something.
Why are you here?
Am I not allowed to be here?
Aren't you in jail?
Of course not. You should have been arrested 3 months ago.
Peter was working with Renju, or to be precise, I guess he didn't know it was Saito, so leaking confidential information to him. Peter also helped Rohan inside of... Yeah, that's fair. Peter was immediately punished and fired from the force.
Yes, I was arrested. I'm eating awful meals every awful day in an equally awful detention facility.
Okay.
Then how are you here?
I wonder.
Don't act dumb.
Date, it's okay. Boss brought him here.
Thank you.
She did. Why?
She told us not to tell you.
Huh?
Anyway, I'm sort of like his handler now.
Oh, you got like a promotion.
I'm supposed to be an inspector, but I was the only person qualified for this job. Kind of pathetic, isn't it?
No, I think that's... I want to talk to you. How are you doing? You are...
You're Kagami, right?
Yes! Yes, you remembered!
About my face.
I heard. Plastic surgery, right?
Oh, that's
It's been a really
hilarious.
bad wound to have to remake your whole face like that. But it looks like it worked at least.
That's a pretty good cover. Where's Iris?
Don't worry, she's with the boss. She's safe.
Why am I here?
Everything that the boss did, she did for you. Ask her about it.
I feel like I should be married
She
to
truly
boss.
cares about you, you know. That's why she kept silent about what happened 6 years ago.
Huh?
You were once an assassin. If your secret ever got out, your life would be effectively over. But the boss protected you by hiding your past.
Why are you telling me all of this in front of this man?
I don't think she wanted you to leave her alone.
I mean, I trust Kagami, but...
Now, who is she to you? Anyway, now that this is done,
Am I gonna have to choose between boss and Hitomi?
I'll excuse myself.
Because I'm gonna choose boss. Alright. Oh, hey.
Iris, what happened to Boss?
She went home. She said she needed to do something in Kabukicho.
She left?
Anyway, forget about that. Let's play!
We're not playing Shovel Forge.
Shovel Forge.
No! So Sajima residence. Is he gonna be happy with us? Now that we don't look like... Well, does he know? He must know. He must. He at least knows that Iris is his daughter now. And if we're going to his place, that means that he visited us. Or visited her. I left Iris in the car. I figured that she didn't want to see him. That's fair. That's still her father, though. Parked the car a little ways down. She doesn't even know that I'm here.
I see your face has improved.
Oh, Lamau.
This one doesn't make me so angry.
Nice. Because it's not his son's face, I guess. I don't know who told him, but he must know about the Switch.
What did you come here for?
I want to ask you something.
Why don't you... I want to ask you about the knight. Why are you... He lives
That's
here.
a strange question to ask a man in his own home.
I just thought prison would suit you better.
Don't you know the law? No one can touch me.
That's the law. Don't you know the law? No one can touch
Even though we both know you committed a crime.
Did he?
Indeed. 18 years ago. And I was not the one who killed Monica Iwai.
I was gonna say he didn't do
That
it.
was my son, Saito.
But you hired the Kumakuras to hide the body.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a crime, yeah, a little bit. To protect his son, I guess. Even though he probably didn't want to. He's probably like, I should let you go right in prison. I would have done the same thing.
The statute of limitations for improper handling of a corpse is 3 years.
Is it?
I did what I did to protect my son. I hardly think that is a sin. Are you familiar with Article 105 of the Penal Code?
No.
Relatives of those who have committed crimes cannot be prosecuted for evidence tampering or obstruction of justice.
That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
I agree.
Huh.
If I were still a congressman, I might think about changing it.
That's right. You're not a politician anymore. The media has already begun tearing you to pieces.
Yes. Soon I won't be able to live in this country anymore. I'll retire to an island somewhere and live the rest of my days in leisure.
Be careful, so. There are a lot of people out there who have a grudge against you. People who will follow you to the ends of the earth.
That's none of your concern. Is that all you wanted to ask me?
No, I didn't. Yeah, that's something I wanted to know about the chemical plant 8 years ago. Was that you?
I've been studying for the past 3 months. I've learned a lot about the explosion of the chemical plant in Kawasaki.
Go on. Riddle me this.
It was caused by you and Rohan, the chairman of the Kumakuras at the time.
Till we finally get...
As you know, my son Saito was abnormal.
Yes.
With all of the awful things that my son did. I used my money to cover it up, but that got increasingly expensive, you see.
I see.
One day, 9 years ago, Saito called me.
Dad, I thought of a plan. A foolproof plan to make us rich.
So it was Saito's idea.
The chemical plant explosion plan. To help ensure that the casino in Kawasaki would be extraordinarily profitable.
It was Saito's idea.
True. My son was born with an abnormal mind.
He is smart, though.
But if I had never been involved with Monica in the first place, perhaps he wouldn't have ended up losing control completely.
Yeah. Yeah. At least you kind of take some of the blame for it. Witnessing that whole thing sucks too.
As soon as he drove his knife into Monica, something awakened in him. In the end, that's what led to his destructive, violent plan.
You sound like you're blaming yourself.
Perhaps.
Did you ever meet 89?
By the way, did you ever meet number 89?
You mean me?
No, I didn't.
Did you ever see his face?
No. Why?
No reason.
That's me. Why did you call Shoko's phone? I'm glad we get this. It's like a little closure to any loose ends, tying up any loose ends. Oh, Ivo. Honey. Three months ago, 9:02, Shoko's body, Friday. So called her burner phone. I asked him why.
Do you recall the conversation we had? That my secretary got a call from number 89?
Yep.
That is true. I did get that call.
I know. You spoke with number 89, didn't you?
I did.
What did you talk about?
He told me this. A woman named Shoko Nadami, 18 years ago. Contact her.
And you called her phone?
Yes.
Okay, well, I get that. Why did 89 want you to contact
I can't
Shoko?
say exactly. The only thing he said was, I realized everything when Shoko arrived. I have to see her again. I had no idea what he was talking about.
Because that was Rohan. At the time, Rohan was in the body of 89. Maybe Rohan realized it when Shoko came to visit the prison. Visited 89. But it was really Saito inside of Shoko's body. That's what he meant by realized everything. Rohan needed to speak with Saito again, but he couldn't, not inside of Fuchu prison. Said he called up So and had him do it. Maybe he thought he could get Saito to visit again. Why didn't you look for Saito 6 years ago? You never wanted to see him again. 6 years ago, my mind was implanted in the body of Saito. Right. I recall. And it was forcibly exited for some reason. We escaped by running through a window. Lost my memory, ended up wandering the streets until boss found me. She hired me to this, gave me the name Kaname Date. But So, Saito's father, Never even put out a missing persons report on its son. Why? Did you know?
Because of the woman you call boss. 6 years ago, she came to me and explained the whole thing.
Figured.
You know about the Cyclops serial killings? The culprit is your son, Saito Sejima. But you already knew that, didn't you?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying we should make a deal. You give me one thing, and I promise none of this will be released to the public.
What is it?
Give me your son.
Leave Saito with us. Tell anyone who asks that Saito is soul-searching on a trip around the world or something. Do we have a deal?
Absolutely. He was like, thank goodness. Ooh, yeah.
I didn't have much of a choice, of course. If I refused, Saito's crimes would be exposed and my political career would be over. Besides, I never held much love for him in the first place. She was practically doing me a favor. So, of course, I said yes. And in doing so, I was able to learn a secret of the Metropolitan Police Department. It worked quite nicely for me.
That's true. That's why he had such a holdover. Alright, let's get out of here.
Well, I'll be seeing you, so.
Probably not.
I very much doubt that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You're probably right.
Bye. We parted ways without saying goodbye. We were just like, yeah,
Oh,
bye.
damn.
What?
I left Iris waiting. She might be angry. I gotta get back to her soon.
Where should we go next? Much see the diner. So, who's at Luminascape that we need to talk to? Sagans. And by Sagans, I just mean Hitomi. The Sagan residence. Do-do-do-do.
Iris, didn't you say you were going to see everyone who visited you at the hospital today?
Didn't you
Yes,
come
Mom.
visit?
I still have some people to see. But Uncle really wanted to come here.
No, I was just going in order.
I said no such thing.
Come on, don't be shy. There are a lot of things you want to talk about, right? Come on, just do it.
When I'm not ready, of course I want to talk to Hitomi. I want to ask her about all of what's happened in the past 6 years. That's not for me to ask. Even showing up here like this isn't right, honestly.
Uncle, you're so shy.
Yes. Iris is teasing me. Maybe I could use that sometimes. She can help me loosen up some of these rusted nerves, or rusted screws. What's good? How are things?
Things have calmed down, thanks to you.
Yeah, you're
The
welcome.
school has changed, but being a teacher hasn't.
So, about a long time ago,
They were my best friends.
now they're both gone.
We would always go to this little coffee shop after school. They had this old game machine there. It looked like a table, and it was about shooting invading aliens or something like that. We talked about all sorts of things sitting there. Our love lives, our potential careers, things we didn't like about our teachers. It was
Y'all
their
are
idea
nuts.
that I become a teacher, you know?
No, I didn't.
They told me that teaching elementary suited me perfectly. Those were such fun times.
About Iris's recovery. That's
Thank
pretty
you.
cool, right?
This
Yeah,
is
you're
all
welcome.
thanks to you, Falco.
No, it's thanks to Iba. She's the real
No,
hero.
I didn't do anything. Also, that name.
Oh, sorry,
Yes.
Mr. Date. I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart.
You can drop the mister. About your right arm. My bad. I can't ask her about that. I was the one who did that to her. I know.
No! Stop!
But I did it to try and save her, and she just stepped in the way because she didn't know the whole situation. I was silent, but she must have noticed by my face.
If this is about my arm, don't worry about that. You tried to defend me. I know that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Tommy and Iris know everything that's happened
You're
so far.
too nice, Mom. I will never forgive you.
Ah, shut up.
You have to take responsibility.
Double shut
Iris.
No, let me talk.
up. Oh boy.
Uncle will be your right arm. That's how he can make it up to you. Maybe not now. It might take some time, but I'll be waiting.
One day, Uncle will stand on Mom's right side.
Is that how...
And we can go wherever we want. The three of us. To the ocean, a river, an amusement park, barbecues, and we can make okonomiyaki.
Never again. It's too messy.
Where's that hot plate I bought?
On the shelf.
And I'm gonna need a raincoat.
Hey, that's cheating!
Lamau.
You're planning on being covered in flour?
Of course, that's why it's fun.
Y'all are nuts. Ha 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 ha. 6 years ago, I was an assassin. Nothing I can do will make those crimes disappear, but if I protect them, make sure they're always smiling for the rest of my days, I figure that might be enough to outweigh my sins. Kaname Date. That's it. That's it here. Talk to Iris? Sure.
Who cares about me? Talk to her. That's what you came for, right?
I already talked to her. Iris, we're leaving. You dummy. Limnus Gate. Oh, can I talk to the receptionist? No, we can't do that anymore. That life is behind us. She's now number 3 on the list. Next to Hitomi and Boss. Yo, Boss is like our best friend. I appreciate Boss. Oh, Mizuki's here too. And the taxi driver! Because of what happened in the morning, Mizuki and I are in something of a cold war. What happened this morning? She won't even look at me. We're both stubborn. Neither of us want to apologize first. Yo.
Yo.
She ignored me with all of her might. Yeah.
Yeah.
I extended my right hand like a sword, ready to strike.
You wanna fight me?
No. No. She didn't seem like she took it as a joke. Better not fight her. Wouldn't want the workers' comp for workers' comp. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Creepy old man.
Oh my
Nothing,
gosh.
huh?
Suzuki looks mad, understandably. What happened? Can you ask Mizuki why she's here?
Uncle wants to know why you're here. No particular reason. Am I not allowed to be here?
That's a good
I
impression.
inherited Daddy's stock at Lemnis Gate.
Huh.
This is my company now. Isn't it natural that I'd be here?
You own Lemnis?
That's what she said.
That's dope. How you doing?
Uncle wants to know how you've been lately.
Oh, is that you whispering?
You don't know? Even though we live together? Of course you don't know. Because we barely talk.
That's
Even
great.
after you've officially adopted me, you don't have any sense of responsibility.
Good.
That's what she said.
Not that you have no responsibility, but you're graduating soon. Mizuki.
Uncle wants to know if you're going to graduate soon. So what if I am? Just buy me a new junior high uniform.
Oh.
And hire a tutor. I want to go to a good school. And a new smartphone. And a new iron pipe.
A new iron
That's
pipe.
what she said.
Can you cut this out already?
What happened?
Breakfast this morning. I made the eggs over easy.
That's it?
Yeah?
Well, that's not so bad.
No, that's not it. I made the eggs over easy, and then Date...
How can I eat eggs like that? I want my eggs over well, burned to the pan on the bottom and chewy on top.
Date.
Why don't you just eat an eraser?
An eraser would taste better than what you served.
Let's go.
You shouldn't say that about Mizuki's cooking. That's mean. You're in the wrong here, Uncle. Why don't you be honest and apologize?
Mizuki is the one who should be honest. I'm like her hero.
What?
Yeah.
When I was in the hospital, you were crying like a baby. Oh, I can't live without Dante. That's what you said.
She might not remember
No,
that.
I didn't. And you were never in the hospital.
Right.
Yes, I was. Was I not?
No, you weren't. What? Then what was that memory?
Anyway, why don't you just make up already?
I was gonna say we weren't.
If Date keeps his promise, I will.
Promise?
The stew? You said you would take me.
Oh, that. Yeah, not yet. Okay, fine. Soon, okay?
You promise?
Promise.
Cool.
Good. I'm glad you two are being civil again.
For now.
Anyway, should we head out, Iris?
No.
Yeah. All right, Mizuki, see you soon.
See you.
No, we're not done. My boy's over here. What's good? That's... Oh, well, that sucks. And my girl's over here. Some things never change. I heard a voice say deep inside of my heart. Never mind, that's different. The big-breasted receptionist. That's the last that we get of her. And Iris is just sitting there. Alright, let's go on. Sunfish Pocket. Oh, I need to see how Moma's doing, not Mama. Moma's the one who was hurt. Sunfish Pocket is where we have the maid cafe, so Oda might be here. Although I think the diner's still open, so Oda might not be here. Who would be here instead? No,
I am
Oda's here.
seriously so happy for you, Tessa.
It's thanks to you, Ota. If you didn't help me back then...
That's also true.
No, really. I didn't do much. I just risked my life to save you. It's a
Oda,
total
you dork.
exaggeration to say that I'm literally responsible for, you know, saving your life.
Hello? I see Oda, still Oda. How are you? About my face.
Ota told me. Plastic surgery, right?
Good job, Oda.
I kind of like this face. More than the other one.
You're good at your job.
Yeah.
Please come again.
I was gonna say, she's very good at her job. The anime girls are always standing around. She's one of my favorite for some reason. She's very good at her job, but you know that she's legit. How have you been?
I've been doing good. I'm delivering newspapers in the mornings, working as a janitor during the day, and writing at night.
Okay, good.
I might just be the hardest working 20-something in Japan.
Calm yourself.
I don't know about that.
Really, though? I've got to be, like, in the top 3 in Tokyo alone.
Try again. I thought I'd kick in his butt, but I don't think I don't think it would take. Shadows?
Shadows.
Oh my gosh.
Thread, silhouette, A-set.
Fears.
Red, A-set.
Water.
Wet,
Wet,
sweat,
sweat,
A-set.
We all know that one.
A-set, you bet!
Good job.
I can't believe you remembered that, Uncle. I'm so happy.
I said most of it.
Well, we know that you know, Oda. Glad you're okay, bud.
I'm actually exhausted right now. But I can't look tired in front of Tessa. Anyway, how are you?
I'm fine.
I guess I'm alright.
Your left eye,
It's fake.
Yeah.
I can't see anything out of it. And it doesn't talk.
Oh.
Huh? I see. So, Aiba?
Yeah.
What a tragedy.
Yeah, stop. Do not show that scene again. I swear to you. Oh, thank goodness. Not this scene. Bro, I just called you bud, and now you're just like, oh, what a tragedy.
Tragedy?
Yeah,
He eats to cope.
she was so cute. What a waste.
That's why.
If she were real, I would marry her.
What about Tessa?
You would not survive the attempt.
Also true.
What do you mean?
She
Ota,
hates you.
what are you saying? In front of Iris?
Right?
Oh, Tessa, I was kidding. It was a joke.
It's fine, I don't care.
Ooh,
Thank goodness.
I don't think that's what she means.
right? Wow. Alright, Oda, what else do you have to say? I think that was the last thing for you. Toodaloo, bud.
Well, Ota,
Aw, you're going already?
We got other people
I
to
can see you anytime I want, right? At Matsushita Diner?
You'll come?
Yeah, make good
I want you to make
omelets.
me your omelet rice again.
Yeah,
Awesome. Stop by any time.
I'll be waiting. Alright, let's get out of here. And we can go to the diner. Oh, so we would be talking to Mizuki? Not Mizuki. Crap. Well, we'll find out. I forgot her name. It's been so long. We haven't seen her in a hot minute.
Oh,
Mitsuki?
Tessa!
Mayumi.
Your surgery went well, didn't
It's the
it?
nurse.
Ota
I've
told
only
me
seen her
all about
once.
it. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Oh. Hey.
Oh, who is this?
Oh, you. Oh, right.
Oh,
I'm close friends with Ota, ma'am.
Is that right?
Yes.
Thank you for taking care of my boy.
No problem. Anytime. Oh, are you here to help her out, please? You're
the nurse from Central Hospital.
Yes.
well, yes. Have we met?
Oh, you wouldn't know me. That's right, my face is different than when
Why
we met.
are you here? I came to deliver Mayumi's medication.
Thank
The
God.
pharmacist sent me.
You seem pretty happy.
I belong to the Association of Nurse Actresses. I got a call from my director this morning. They're giving me more lines.
Oh, nice.
I used to have a bit part during the opening scene, but now I have lines at the end too.
Oh,
I'm really happy about that.
Congratulations.
That's wonderful, sweetie.
Okay, great. About the diner.
It's doing great thanks to you.
What?
The lunch rush is always crazy.
Is it?
My husband and I are working hard. We never get any time to rest.
Mayumi suffers from a brain dysfunction. Learned about it just before the incident 3 months ago. Mashishita Diner was actually closed up and her husband has already passed away. Unfortunately, it turned out that even the most advanced medical technology couldn't cure her dementia, but her medicine helps her manage the symptoms. It's a little odd, but it brings Mayumi happiness. To her, her husband is still alive and the diner is still in business. I don't know if she remembers me. I look different than I did 3 months ago. Yeah. She did ask me who I was after all. Even if I were in my old body, she might have still asked the same thing. But she does remember Iris. Is that because she's Ota's friend? Or because she hates her? About Ota.
Ota?
Yeah.
That boy is a handful of trouble, I tell you.
You are correct!
That's not true.
No, she's
Yeah,
right.
that's right. Ota can be really heroic and brave when the time calls for it.
That's true. Of course, 99% of life is not when the time calls for it.
Oh, you're praising my boy.
For now.
Maybe I should give you a meal on the house.
Yes! If that's all it takes, Ota's the best in the world.
I visited her in the hospital. Ota brought me.
Yeah, I remember.
I was so charmed by her.
No, stop. You're making me blush.
I had no idea she was such a nice girl.
Right?
You thought I was a witch or something before, right?
A little bit.
Don't remind me. I was so awful to you.
I'm glad you guys are on speaking
But
terms.
now I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
You gonna say ASAP, you bet? Alright, cool. Time to go. I'll see you later, Mayumi.
Well, let's get going.
I'm sad that you guys aren't back in business, but I'm glad that you're alright.
Thank you for helping my son. He needs friends like you.
Oh. Alright. Thank goodness. Oh, please tell me that he's okay. Please, Mama. Mama, please. He's the real hero. No, Iba is, but... You okay?
Date, let me tell you something. God exists.
Because
when
you're alive.
Tessa was in the hospital, I pray to this shrine every day.
What about you?
And guess what? My prayers worked. God must have been listening.
Mama, you're a nut.
Are you crying?
No, dumbass. I don't cry.
Me neither, but I did legit shed a tear when I went died.
I don't.
Yeah, you're crying.
Thank you, God. Thank you for saving Tessa.
Hold on, Momo might be my favorite character. ASAP fan Momo might be my favorite character.
Anyway, what are you doing here?
Someone wanted to see you when she left the hospital.
Tessa, you didn't have to come see me.
I really wanted to see you.
Oh, well, in that case, yes, of course. I am here.
Well, now, how are you? How's your injury?
Injury?
You got shot 3 months ago.
Right? That happened, correct? I would've helped you
That
out.
was just a scratch. Didn't even hurt. I'm all good now.
It was not just a scratch. You lost a lot of blood. I'm glad you're okay. I really am, because I was worried. Wedding.
Wedding.
Dress! Bless! Tessa!
Tessa?
Imaging.
Compress! Process! Tessa!
Y'all too? Where even are you? I don't see you. You on the other side?
Crime.
Is it you?
Redress! Transgress! Tessa! The net idol superstar!
Tessa!
They set, you bet!
Wow! That's really cool!
What did you do to these guys?
Nothing,
Just a little propaganda.
Propaganda.
Sun up to sundown, I made them watch your videos, Tessa. They got addicted!
Cool.
Tessa! I'm so honored to meet you. Is it okay if I shake your hand?
You bastard! What makes you think you're good enough to touch her hand?
Get the gun,
It's
Momo.
fine, it's just a handshake.
Yes!
Yes! The fat one ran up to her and took, with a look of awe in his eyes, and slowly shook her hand.
So soft.
He shouted in joy. And then passed out.
What?
He fainted.
Too much excitement, I guess.
Jeez, Tessa is a force to be reckoned with. Alright, Momo. About Rohan.
Don't talk to me about that guy anymore.
Not a fan?
I know he was a murderer, a real piece of shit. But we were brothers. I can't be mad at him no matter how much he deserves it.
Yeah.
But I can't just forgive him either, you know?
But he's gone.
So I figure, fuck it. It's better to just forget about him.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Anyway, sorry to bother you, Moma.
Dante, wait! Before you go, I have one favor to ask.
Oh boy, here it comes.
This is hard for me to get out, but...
Yeah, spare me. You want to see Iris's panties, right?
Panties? I never asked for something like that.
Then what do you want?
Puff Puff.
What?
I'm sorry?
I want Tessa to puff puff me. You know what I'm saying? Just shove my face in there. Just...
Are you kidding me? You know what? Fine, I'll ask.
Dante, you're a real friend.
All right, close your eyes.
Yeah, like this?
Good, yeah, stay still. Do not open your eyes, okay?
Promise.
You ready?
Yes!
Okay, let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! Dante! I've never felt so alive! All these shitty years of my life have been worth it for this moment!
Momo.
Let's go.
I don't know what's going on, but okay.
This is amazing! I am living!
Incredible. Let's go to Marble. The final location.
Dante,
Also, the
honey,
bodyguards.
who is this?
Have I not introduced her before?
I'm Iris Sagan. Nice to meet you.
We didn't bring her here in this timeline, did we?
I'm a net idol from Lemniscape.
We almost did, but we didn't.
A virgin?
Hmm?
I'm just saying, sweetie. You look like you don't know a lot of men.
Lamau.
And what about you, Mama?
Me? I'm a fairy godmother,
Incorrect.
honey. Because I associate with fairies and am an older, motherly woman. Wait a minute. Who are you calling old?
You are.
Ridiculous. How are you doing? About things for the past 3 months.
I can't say much. The public thinks our Ren killed Shoko.
Which sucks.
And then number 89 busted out of jail and killed Ren. And then he goes and commits suicide by blowing up his own head. That's what all the news reports have been saying. I know there's more to it than that, but...
Saito Sejima had his body and his body are both gone forever. The body I was in for the past 6 years. The head office would never admit that publicly. Because at the time, the body was thought to be that of Detective Kaname Date. So they tweaked things a bit and pinned everything on 89. Who... Yes. I see. Said that he committed suicide at the old factory. Only Kaname Date managed to survive. Through there. And that's how they wrote it. But that's not the truth. Oh hey, Bodyguard Air. You.
You're So's bodyguard.
Who are yous?
He's wasted. Oh right, he wouldn't recognize his face. The swap. I'm still
matter.
Okay.
Talking about So? Quit that gig long time ago.
Interesting.
You quit?
Why?
Yeah. That guy fucking sucks.
You're not wrong.
I punched him in the face and quit.
More power to you. You're drunk.
You're drunk, aren't you?
I'm not drunk.
Sounds like it.
From the look of you, you're pretty good at hiding it.
No.
Mama! Tits! Whoops. I meant tip. I got a big tip. If he gives me one more drinky.
Don't you think you've had enough?
Yeah.
No. No.
Oh, you're lucky I'm in a good mood.
Why are you encouraging this?
Fine. One more round, okay?
I guess that's business.
Yay!
Yeah. Yay! Incredible. Hold on, yeah. What do you have? The truth is...
Spare me, honey. I don't want to hear it.
What?
If I hear the truth, I'm only gonna have more questions.
Fair.
There are a lot of things that don't quite add up. Date's face, for one thing.
What about it?
Looking exactly like number 89.
Oh, well.
They say that your face got hurt real bad in the explosion. They had to put you under the knife for plastic surgery to save you. Your face turned out like that by chance.
By chance. Ridiculous.
That's what happened, right? Tell me it is. If it's anything more complicated than that, I will lose my mind.
It's a little bit more complicated. How you doing?
As you can see, I'm a little tight, honey.
How could I see that?
Right?
You want to?
I do. I want to see.
Iris, no.
Do you even know what she's referring to?
Huh?
You don't. Oh, you poor thing. Well, we already know what you're doing with that.
This? It's not bonito.
It's not? Okay, well, never mind. I was completely wrong.
Then what is it?
Go on.
Part of the man who cheated on me.
It's what?
I chopped him up and dried and smoked the flesh.
Do I not have my glasses here? My fantastic... Oh, they're not here, but I do have this monocle, so I can go over and do this and say, you what? You... What? Where are those glasses? I don't know.
You're joking, right?
I never know with...
Am
I
I?
never know. I never know. Let's book it.
We should head out.
Yeah.
This is so somber.
Oh, leaving so soon?
We gotta.
Don't worry, I'll be back as long as you have information for me.
Oh, enough work. You should come in sometime for pleasure, honey.
Jeez Louise.
Sure, Mama. See you soon.
Alright, so we still have... Did I ever actually... About your headband, I didn't actually... Let's
Hey,
see.
Iris, I've been wondering. What's with your headband?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, this? It kept my brain tumor from spreading.
Is that true?
I don't really need it anymore, but...
Huh.
I feel naked without it, you know?
Wow. That's actually neat. I'm glad we clicked that. The warehouse district. Why? Who is here? Only bad things happen here. That should be close to everybody. We saw Oda, we saw Mizuki. We can't see Renju. Oh, is this just the final
Iris,
scene?
why did you want to come here? Haven't you seen everyone you wanted to already?
Yeah!
Iris suggested we come to see the warehouses. Why? I thought it was odd, but we drove by here anyway.
Thank you for today.
No problem.
It was a lot of fun.
The past couple of days weren't, but this was.
Is the date finally over?
Yeah, I guess so.
I forgot this was an extension of... A 3-month extension.
Thank you. Not just for today, but for everything. 6 years ago, you helped me and my mom, and I'm so grateful for that.
That's true. I forgot all about that.
Will you close your eyes for me, Uncle?
You want me to close my eyes?
For what?
Yeah, please?
Wait.
Wait?
You want me to close my eyes?
What?
Do you...
Just do it, quick!
Why was that like a thought?
I'm so nervous, I'm shaking.
Oh, man. Oh, no. No way.
Oh my gosh, Date.
What's happening?
What's happening? I tried to keep my cool.
All right.
What is happening? Oh gosh, I'm terrified. I close my eyes. And...
Okay, open them!
Oh god.
What?
Okay. This ending's fine. Oh man. Whew, I needed that. I opened my eyes and before me was... This music too. They are really getting me. Cry. Yeah.
It's been a long time, Kiname Date.
This is a good story. That one, that hit me. Oof. Oof.
At a time like this, I'm at a loss for words.
That's why that, okay, I understand. We got knocked out. I forgot all about that.
I don't know what to say.
And Pewter was there, so...
You...
But you shouldn't be okay.
You are... that is, who are you again?
You haven't changed. You're still an idiot.
What's going on? I'm not...
Allow me to explain.
Go on.
I, or everything that
that constitutes my I disappeared completely 3 months ago.
Yes.
Including all of my backup data.
Mm-hmm. But you know this
However,
somehow.
Fragments of my data were being secretly uploaded to cloud servers around the world for years.
Oh, fragmentation. So you were able to rebuild it just like the memories. Oh, that's good.
By downloading and decoding these fragments, I was able to regenerate my memories and consciousness.
Just like Date.
It was the Wadjet system that brought me back to life.
That's
That
good.
system is responsible for proliferating my data.
That's good stuff.
Wadjet is like a mother to me, and she protected me as her child. And I am forever grateful to my mother. Never underestimate the power of Wadjet.
Iris is just kind of standing here. She doesn't know what's going on. I assume she knows what's going on, but it's kind of awkward because there's not actually a person there.
I am not here. You are seeing an augmented reality virtual projection of myself.
Just like
My
always.
physical self is...
In my left eye?
yes.
As it should
Get
be.
in there.
I see you have not become any more astute in my absence. Think carefully.
Yeah, this was not difficult to figure
Everything
out.
that the boss did, she did for you.
Ooh.
At Abyss, when I lost consciousness.
Yes.
Yes. Pewter embedded me in your eye socket.
Oh, sorry to interrupt, but I'm wearing an earpiece. I can hear Iba too.
Never mind. Now it's not so strange.
Huh?
I knew the whole time. Boss told me about the plan to restore Iba. I wanted it to be a surprise for you, so...
Oh.
Is this my thank you?
Yeah, but it's not over yet.
You idiot.
You idiot, I thought you died. I was worried about you.
Pardon, but you were the one who issued the self-destruct order.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to know something.
What do you want to know?
The number, 41205. There must be something to it.
It does not. It is only my favorite number.
Why?
Your favorite number? I see.
What is it?
Iris, do not tell him.
What?
Uncle, think of the alphabet. What's the fourth letter?
A, B, C, D. It's D.
And the first?
It spells Date, doesn't it?
And the 20th? And the 5th?
Everything in this game is for a reason.
I see.
Oh man, they are getting me. Anyway.
Iba. Welcome back.
Glad to be back. I'm home.
Well, now that Iva has risen from the dead, I think we should celebrate with a dance number!
A what?
A what?
Hit it!
Oh gosh. Oh gosh, again. This song is played so many times. But this has gotta be it. So we absolutely won't skip this.
Teacups that are flying on maps
Oh, it's the credits too.
You'll think that I'm lying.
Oh, this is
Never mind.
Oh,
A journey through time.
we're done.
A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre. Fruit never expires. You've seen in your eyes. You've seen in your life. While the old bow their heads, while the blind meet the blind, the marvel loses.
Y'all are just kind of just standing there awkwardly though.
But we know in our soul the one hope, the one
Never mind.
truth. What if we believe we can? We can make miracles. Even with the devils of time
Oh.
against you
Okay. Alright, yeah.
A punch to the forehead, my kick like a warhead. You're queen on the floor spread. I'm queen of this brawl.
Okay, no, this is great.
I don't wanna hide it, that's what I decided. I can't live divided. I know I was wrong. I love you more.
While they all lose their way and forget about faith.
While the rain turns to ice, their hearts lock like a vice.
But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth.
The fires of love can warm any heart. Resist your dreams.
Oh my gosh, you just kicked that man's in the back of the neck. Why everyone's just... Even the taxi driver, the receptionist. Momo's probably already had, he was ready forever. That was a great close-up shot. Perfect.
Although without me, he's ineffective.
Oh my god.
That's it, we're done. I'm walking out of here.
I'm home.
Oh.
Welcome back.
While the old bow their heads, while the blind lead the blind, the marble loses shine, the eye clouds by design. But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make
Memories, man.
Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows, set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist, allow your heart to take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light. The invincible rainbow arrow.
The Invincible Rainbow Arrow. Never knew that the words were actually in the song, the title. Incredible.
By the way, everyone, the reason you can see me right now is because I'm projecting
Oh my
myself with
goodness.
special
I'm
technology.
all warmed up over that. You call me a fridge one more time! You will not find your body. Oh, I'm kidding, Dante, honey. I love you. This is from Mama.
Sounds fun.
Hey, set, you bet!
That was incredible. What a journey. Thank you for playing. Your eyes have been opened. That was perfect. Absolutely, yes. That was it. The whole shebang. And it ended with a shebang. Well, then what happens? Dance has been on. What is this? Unless it just plays the whole thing, it might, because it's just the credits. Practice mode? You what?
Teacups that are flying, on maps mystifying. You'll think that I'm lying. This old tale of mine, a journey through time.
Well, this is not the... Well, hold on, never mind, we're going back to boss.
A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre. Fruit
That was
never
incredible.
expires. You've seen in your eyes. You've seen in your life.
So it's got the whole dance.
While the
Real
old bow their
Date.
heads, while the blind lead the blind, the
Everyone.
marble loses shine,
I wonder if
the
they have,
clouds by design. But we know in our
Saito.
soul the one hope, the one truth, that if we believe we can make
My man's the taxi driver.
Even with the devils of time
They don't.
against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows set sail through the night sky to embrace you.
Oh, the triple kick, incredible. We're
We're
ending out on that one.
merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be
Bathed in light.
track through the dimensions, spellcasting.
And then there's a plus to play the finale again. That's awesome. And that's a neat little touch to the end. That's it.
But call me a cynic.
And I took this off, so you guys can.
My heart and my lyric.
Oh, we can pause. Alright, sweet. And then there's a mirror image button. Why? Is this to like learn the we're not gonna do that. That's not a thing that's gonna happen. We're not learning that. Never. 0% chance. No. Oh. The Somnium files. That was incredible. No, stop that. We want to go back to the title. That was it. Honestly, one of the best, if not the best, visual novels that I played on the Switch, just ever. Just in general, it's definitely in the top. It was so well thought out. And everything happened for a reason. I can't think of anything that happened for no reason. Or that was left unexplained. Oh, I hope there's another one, because this was good. Oh, this was fantastic. I'm sad to see it go. I really am. But that was it. That was it. And it was a great finale, too. Is this it? It'll probably be it. That'll probably be it. I might go back myself and just load the game. What happens if I load it from here? I do want to know. Does it just put me on the branches? It does. Excellent. So I personally might just go back and do some of the Somniums to just get all of the collectibles. And if I do, when I do, we might just do... I probably won't. I'll do it myself. Because we cannot... That is one thing that I just wanted to look at just for the ending's sake. Something that I didn't look at. Because this is it. This is the final frontier. After this, there's no more. Which is so sad. Because it's been a ride. This was a journey. Especially this last part.
It's thanks to you, Oda. If you...
We can skip through this. What I wanted to see is in the menu. The files. Persons, appendix, persons. So yeah, all of these are filled out now, and the last one is Falco. I went through them myself. But it has the actual name. Huh. I didn't put my birthday in this game, did I? Because that's my birthday. Is that like legit, or does it like take it from the Switch? That's mind-blowing. If that's just like the actual, if that's the actual canon, like it doesn't actually change, that kind of trips me out, and I'm glad I looked at it. I just wanted to see what it said under the overview. Kaname Date's true identity, yeah. I wanted to see that, but then we saw the birthday thing, and that is way wilder to me. But Yeah, that's it. That's it. We still have a ton of these. If I wanted to go through and get them, we could go through and get them. So that might be a fun little just walkthrough thing. That might be a nice little one-off, but it probably wouldn't be like next Saturday or anything. That'd be like just a something in the future. Cause I'm gonna miss this game. It was a good game. Oh man, they really got me at the end with the Iba stuff. I even put a little Iba right there because I was like, in memory of. And what a good explanation for bringing her back too. The fragmented knowledge, just like Date, the mirroring of that, that's good. That's good stuff. That's really good stuff. There was just everything about this was so good. But that's it. That's all. We're done. We're through. That is it. You can take a deep breath. I might come back and do that. Just for the sake of going through and doing it. Just to see all of the... This doesn't give us a bunch of extra stuff. I looked through these. It's just concept art, which is actually really neat to look at. For the Evolver, for Mizuki, for Pewter, for Mayumi and Oda's dad, for Falco and who? Not sure. For Momo, was that Momo? It couldn't have been Momo. Never mind. This is Momo. And for Sosajima and for Rohan, Mama, Iris, all the Aiba ones. Gosh, that was her first design. That's wild. That's really wild. That's crazy. It's just the evolution, and that's it. So I might go through and get the rest of these. Just for sanity's sake, just to have them, because it's a fun thing, and then we'll look through all. That might be one more thing. Just one more thing, one more thing. Yeah, I feel like I do want to complete that. And I'll grab a list. And that might just be like little chunks, and that's definitely not going to be next Saturday. That's just going to be a one-off sometime in the future. But that's it. The Somnium Files. Fantastic game. Game of the year? No. Game of the century. Fantastic characters, fantastic, amazing plot. And I really wonder, because I feel like someone said that I figured it out fairly fast. And I don't think I would have figured it out fast at all if I didn't play it the way that I did. And if I hadn't played like any of the Spike Chunsoft games before, because you kind of get a good idea of what's happening, just in terms of what they like to do. But that it all made sense. It all really made sense, specifically for how we started with the flip-flopping between Shoko to Renju to Iris to So, and then seeing Boss at the very end kind of was like, something screwy is happening. And then playing the other couple, finding out early, it was just the way that we played it. It was an experience. And there's some things that I just didn't piece together at the end. There were some nice tidying up things at the very end, and I was like, wow. Things that made this just so much better. The triple switch. But the triple switch not happening all at Abyss. And that just made everything fit together. It also explained the secondary sync machine. Everything just fit. It was so good. It was so good. That's it. I could gush about the Somnium Files for hours, but we won't do that because we're probably coming back. At least one more time. One last time. Don't know when it'll be, but it'll happen. It'll happen in the year of the horizon. Somewhere beyond the horizon. But for now, I'm taking off. That was it. I'm gonna miss this. This was a good game. This was a great game. Like, even if you watched it, it's still a game. It's a great game to watch, a great game to play, a game. I might play this with some other people, just to like say, hey, this was incredible. I'm experiencing it again through you. I actually probably will end up doing that because this was so incredible. Oh, I'm taking off. Toodaloo. Flight crew.